Hello, welcome back to class, and this is on how to take body measurements. There is a fleshy part around our waist that has more flesh than the two bones that we have beside our waist. So that is where you tie something around while taking body measurements on your client. You can actually tie a tape rule or a bias around that part. It's just to get the perfect half length. It's also referred to as the true waist. So the first measurement that is meant to be taken is the shoulder or back measurement, and it is from one tip to the other. So you make sure your tape rule is sitting on the nape at the back, and you measure from one tip to the other. The next thing is the bust point, which is from the shoulder to where the nipple is. The next thing is the under bust height, which is where the bra wire is. And the next thing is the half length, which is where whatever you tied around the waist is. That's the front half length. Now the next measurement is the back half length, which will start from the nape to wherever whatever you tied around your client's body is. Then the next thing is the hip line, which starts from the same half length to the highest part of the hip, And the next thing is the top length, which is also from the shoulder to the highest part of the hip. The next measurement is the gown length. Depending on how long you want your gown to be, it can be a full gown, can be above knee, can be a three-quarter gown, or anything. Then the next measurement is the under butt measurement if you are sewing a straight skirt or a pencil skirt. So for circumference, the first circumference to be measured is the bust circumference. And while measuring circumference, make sure you insert a finger for ease. And the bust measurement is meant to be measured on the nipple. The next circumference is the under bust circumference, and the next one is the half length circumference. Make sure you insert a finger inside while measuring circumference. The next circumference to be measured is the hip circumference, which is also meant to be on the highest part of our hip or wherever your top gets to. Now for the sleeves are measured from the tip of the shoulder to wherever you want it to be. It could be a short sleeve, it could be a three-quarter sleeve, and it could be a long sleeve. After that, you measure the circumference of each sleeve. Circumference of the short sleeve is depending on how wide you want it to be. Circumference of your three-quarter sleeve is also depending on how wide you want it to be, and you measure the circumference of the long sleeve too.